How many people have been shot? Will the police gun down the active shooter, or will he get away and run all the way back to whatever hole he came from? Today, we're looking into the San Diego active shooter, bringing you some news that you.
Police cars and fire cars have swarmed the area. This is right off of the 805 at Balboa Avenue. If you know the area, you have seen that white building there. In addition to being a religious institution, it is also a school. San Diego police say there is an active shooter right now in that area. We have seen over the last few minutes footage of people being evacuated from the building. You see what looks like some of the school children crossing the street right now away to safety. We're trying to get as much information as we can from police and from the community.
Well, I'm glad all the kids are safe. You got to get the kids out the way. You got to get the people out the way. It seems that three have already been hit and they are in critical conditions. Nobody is, in the line of sight near the Islamic Center. The shooter may or may not still be there. He could have been slippery, slip, and got around a corner. But, they got helicopters, they have multiple police forces on him. And right now, all of the police are huddled up behind vehicles with the pew pew fa fas ready to take him down.
At this hour as they work on this scene. The last we have heard from them is that it is still an active scene. The first call came in at about 11:40 this morning, so this has been going on for nearly 40 minutes, and there you see some police officers looking like they are barricaded behind a patrol car. It looks like one officer has a weapon drawn, or maybe more than one officer has a weapon drawn pointing at that building. I've done some reporting from the Islamic Center before.
You see how all those police just are kind of behind the car with the pew pew ready, like they're all kind of just like huddled up and ready to go. Like that is how you want to come after an active shooter, man. That's how you want your police to look. You want them to really just be on them. Now it says that the shooter has been active now for around 7 hours. They still don't know the name. They still don't know who he is. They're saying he could still got the drop on the police. It should be one person. They don't know if it's a man or a woman yet as the news story progresses, but we're going to just review some of the other footage and stories coming from the site as I give my proper breakdown on what's going on.
About the security measures that they have in place to prevent this exact type of thing from happening, or at the very least, if it does, to keep their people safe. And we saw a very large, very fast response from San Diego police. Those officers now moving away from the vehicle. This is the Islamic Center of San Diego. We're trying to find out if anyone was hurt, if anyone has been shot, where the shooter might be in relation to this center, and what is going on now. There you see more officers standing by, creating what looks like a perimeter in the.
Man, they got about 88 police officers out there ready to go. That looked like a whole military base. They are not playing with this Islamic center shooter. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if all of y'all been there for so long, why haven't you been able to take them out? This is only one man, one gun, maybe three guns, but it's real suspicious how, you got all these patrol on patrol and y'all couldn't just ambush you. I mean, it looks like it's 80 of y'all wanting him. Why y'all just kind of crowded around trying to barricade him? Like, are y'all trying to just wait till he gets hungry or thirsty and comes out for some food and drink? Or like, what's the plan here? I mean, if anything, couldn't y'all just send in tear gas? Like, I don't think you need this many tax-paying dollars going towards the police force. At this point, you could just drop tear gas in and around the Islamic Center and he's gonna run out screaming his eyes out. This is very interesting, man. I mean, I feel like y'all should have this under control. I mean, it can't be this hard. It says here he's been it's been an active shooter for about 7 hours now. They still haven't gotten him. They doing a barricade around the situation, just waiting for him to come out the building and figure it out. It says, "Oh, okay, there's a new news updates. We're gonna check this out. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, here's the update right here.
I want to give you some preliminary information to put a lot of minds at ease. There is no further threat. Both suspects in this case are deceased. All of the kids are safe. Our hearts go out to the families that are in this moment being notified of what has happened to their loved ones. We have 3 confirmed adults that are deceased at the Islamic Center. There is a lot of preliminary information that we're going to try to highlight and cover, but understand it's going to take us some time to get accurate information out to everyone. Here's what we know so far. At about 11:43, we received a call of an active shooter at the Islamic Center. Within 4 minutes, officers arrived on scene and observed immediately 3 what appeared to be deceased victims out in front.
All right, so I gotta take all that back. I was watching an old video. This is the new news update. It looks like there was 2 people with guns. It wasn't just one, and 3 people have passed away. RIP to those 3 people, and they're checking the surrounding areas for other casualties. None of the kids were hurt. God bless their soul. And the 2 shooters have been deleted. They no longer are on planet Earth, and the police did what they had to do in the situation. The police chief is just giving a good word that people are able to walk the streets again safely without worrying about this whole shooting altercations.
They immediately began to deploy with an active shooter response into the mosque and adjacent school. At about the same time, we began to receive calls from just a couple blocks away that we had more active gunfire. Officers were also responding to that call for service at the same time. There was a landscaper that was doing his work that was shot at and fortunately was not hit. That was at about the 7100 block of Salerno, which is just a couple blocks from here. Moments later, at the 3800 block of Hatton, officers were called to that location where they found a vehicle in the middle of the street with who we believe to be the shooters in this incident, both deceased. The circumstances that
I see. So that they were in the vehicle and they did it to themselves. All right. So the police found, or maybe there may be some other people walking around and they took the guys out in the car. This could really just be the police trying to make everybody feel safe in the situation when they actually don't know who actually, was in charge of these shootings. So be alert. You never know, man. This could be an unsolved mystery, and you could be history if you don't watch your steps in San Diego. Go ahead and comment in the comment section below, man. Let me know what you think about this whole situation, and I'll catch you in the next video.